This From the Exec video may contain content of a sensitive nature. Ratings may be disabled and comments may be moderated at any time. The content in this video are based on the personal thoughts of the host, RJRTV and its affiliated network channels, and does not reflect any biased opinions, persons or events mentioned. Hey folks, RJ here, and happy Easter from all of us here from the RJRTV team. Hope the Easter Bunny's been kind to you, of course, with all that chocolate and Easter eggs. Surely been kind to me. Anywho, brand new From the Exec episode today, episode 3, of course, titled Easter Break. And we've been chilling back and kicking back and relaxing after some massively big hard work preparing for this live broadcast. More on that in a second. On this episode, how a certain pony crept into our Facebook page banner as an April Fool's joke. Not from us though. More on that coming up. We'll recap the new My Little Pony episode. Again, unfortunately, another letdown. And the hype to the big finale, of course. It's not long to go. We'll take a look at, of course, RJRTV Live's testing with further tests and a sneak peek at the opening titles for the show. And to cap it off, we've got more picks, of course, from the female alter ego Cecilia and some great surprises. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into this program. Alright, first cap off the rank, of course, April Fool's Day. Now, RJRTV didn't take part in any April Fool's jokes on the site or its Facebook page or its Twitter account this year. Of course, for very obvious reasons. But other sites had great fun. DeviantArt had a feline theme to it, and, well, that's pretty much it from what I've been seeing. But if you have a certain extension in Chrome or Firefox known as Ponyhoof, you would have got a bit of a surprise on April Fool's Day. It certainly shocked me. Let's bring it up. That's right. Pinkie Pie crashed into our Facebook page banner, breaking the fourth wall once again. And this was not fake. This is no joke. The first reaction from me was, Pinkie Pie, what the heck are you doing in the page banner? Broken the fourth wall again, haven't you? Well, I'm not used to April Fool's jokes, but the guys from Ponyhoof did a great job at that. It sure gave me a laugh. It gave me a laugh for a few minutes. So I guess it's a good sign to all of this April Fool's business, and the Ponyhoof team sure know how to have fun. And in case you're wondering, of course, this only appeared when the Ponyhoof extension was installed on a supported browser. So just in case you guys got confused or wondered what the heck was going on. But nonetheless, it was a great April Fool's joke. Surely got me in the end, because I don't normally like April Fool's jokes, let alone playing some of them. But, I mean, the Ponyhoof team really pulled this one off. If you haven't had Ponyhoof installed on your browser yet, and you're a big fan of the show, do so. It is a must-have, particularly if Facebook's really got you down. Anywho, still on My Little Pony, and a new episode aired last night. Of course, Mystery on the Friendship Express. Now, I've seen the episode, and I'll, of course, bring my own opinions in just a moment. But, unlike last week, I didn't stay up for this one. I just went straight to bed because I was feeling really, really tired. And, of course, I was on Hax's stream as well. Now, the episode itself really didn't interest me much to watch on Hax's stream because I knew what was going to be. No, I haven't seen it, but I had an idea of what was going to be. But the episode itself really didn't get me into the mood despite the mystery and the whodunit theme to it. It didn't appeal to me in a sense, but of course the last two episodes didn't appeal for me for some reason. The only exception, of course, is Hurricane Fluttershy, and that definitely hit it out of the park. But with that said, of course, despite the letdown of this episode and the last one, there's now a week break before the big Season 2 finale. And it's been one heck of a ride, as I've been mentioning over the last couple of weeks. Of course, for the various FTE videos. And, I mean, we've seen preview clips, we've seen news, we've seen vectors starting to pop up on DeviantArt and Flickr. And of course, from what I've been reading up on Equestria Daily over the last few weeks, with all the meetups now, of course, all coming together for this global event, this finale is going to be one for the ages. It'll be one big night or day, wherever you are, that fans like me will never forget. And I promise that. Guaranteed. Anywho, still on My Little Pony now, and of course there's been some new additions to the merchandise that I've been getting over the last couple of days. And I just want to say, I should have said this before, first off, for the huge amount of pony related posts as of late. It's been a very, very exciting time for us here in the brony community and the fans of the show as well. And I've got swept up in the excitement of the Series 2 finale. Now, it's been a very busy couple of days for us here, of course, with the live tests for the live broadcast, which I'll mention in just a moment. But just before the Easter holiday break, I decided to expand my pony collection a little bit more. And I found this little gem, as you see here, on eBay. Now, this is very hard to find here in Australia, unless you really, really look hard enough. But I picked up these pack of 4 blind bag ponies. Now, blind bags, of course, are just the ponies in a bag, which are random. And that's the thing, of course, you don't know what to get. But these came in a 4-box set featuring the main 6, which include Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and of course Pinkie Pie. Mentioned that in the show again. Now, as I said, these are very hard to find, but I found these on eBay from an Australian seller for a very, very cheap price, which is of course $13 plus postage. Now, I couldn't resist getting these, as I've been looking to expand the collection for quite a while. But this merchandise, as I mentioned, is very hard to find here. I mean, we don't have much choice in terms of My Little Pony merchandise, although we get the new stuff. But it's just mainly confined to the department stores and toy stores. But, as I said, when these come up on eBay, they go for some really, really crazy prices. And I've paid some crazy amounts just to get certain toys, particularly my Shine Bright Fluttershy and my Fashion Style Rarity, which I paid a very pretty premium for. But as of late, I've got 4 new items to add to the collection alongside those 2. But coming up to the Series 2 finale and the royal wedding theme that's attached to it, I can easily imagine there'll be a lot of imports happening with the new toys coming in from the United States. And they won't be cheap here to purchase either. Let alone, of course, the local broadcaster here, Boomerang on Foxtel and All-Star, due to be merged soon if the ACCC gives approval, hasn't got even around to Series 2 yet. They keep playing the first half of Series 1 over and over again. But that's for another video. But for now, I'm happy for what I've got, and I'm always on the hunt for more merchandise. I found some more. So, fingers crossed, of course, if I can get these before the Series 2 finale, I might fit in something for the live show. Anywho, speaking of live show, the next segment's going to feature an update to our live broadcast. Now, I've been having a bit of a rest in preparations for the live show over the last couple of days, and of course, I've been given some time to work on it as well. Now, due to the Easter long weekend, of course, I've been taking it a bit easy. But the preparations are almost done for the program. All the titles, graphics and supers, like the superimposed graphics on screen, they're almost done. There is still some work to do, of course, putting some other elements, but it's all coming together. It's around 80% to 85% complete. Hopefully we can get it all complete before the weekend's out, or, of course, the week before broadcast. Now, another key thing that happened yesterday was the creation of the opening titles for the program. Now, I'm using Adobe Premiere Elements to put together the videos for From the Exec and other titles. The only videos that go up unedited is the vids I shoot with my 4S. Now, Adobe Premiere isn't good at like close-ups, zoom, visions or titling. So I had to boot into my bootcamp partition on my Mac Mini and Windows 7 and use an old tool of mine that I've been using for a long time, and that's Corel Video Studio. Now, I've been using Video Studio for years, ever since I found it on a PC demo disc back in the day. And I've been buying every version of it ever since I bought my first copy from Harvey Norman. And I've been using that until I switched to the Mac and Adobe Premiere Elements last year. Creating the titles was not easy, because I also purchased some music from Smart Sound, and you may have also noted from Guide to Zentai that the tracks there have also been used in other videos. Those come from the Smart Sound collection. And putting the titles together was not easy to do. What I'm about to show you now is the work in progress title for the show. Now there's been a few edits, of course, due to partner requirements, but this is going to be a pretty fair idea of what the titles are going to be like come show night on the 21st. So without further ado, roll the tape. And there we go, the opening titles for the live broadcast. Now these weren't easy to create because I had to use features that weren't in Premiere Elements, but which I used in, of course, Corel Video Studio. And the titles took a bit of a while to create, and unfortunately Video Studio crashed twice, almost losing me work. But luckily, of course, if you set the automatic save to a minute, like saves a minute every time, you're pretty much ensured it's safe. But oh boy, do I remember those frustrating days of using Video Studio. But in the end, the titles and graphics have been made, and it's all systems go for the live show. The 21st of April, 6 hours, starting from 10 PM Eastern Standard Time. Be there and be a part of history, unfolded through Australian eyes. Okay, and to finally cap off this episode a little bit quicker than usual, I managed to get a shoot done at Cecilia on Friday. Now, of course, during the Easter break. And again, this was based on a casual theme and actually exceeded people's expectations when the pictures went up this time. Now, I made some changes, as you probably would have been guessing here. This is a new backdrop that we've put in for the live show. Now, I found some blue satin fabric on eBay last week and paid a pretty cheap price for it. And I cut a piece of the fabric, and it's just up above here I've actually put some command hooks, like those hooks you've seen on the Bright Ideas TV show back in the day, if you know what I'm talking about. And I put them in there with 3 command hooks, and there you go, a makeshift backdrop. Now, I did the same thing for Cecilia, and the shoot was outstanding. And the pics turned out great. Let's take a look at some of these. And there we go, the Casual Cecilia series. Now that was an outstanding shoot, and I got heaps of responses from it. Very positive as well. And that also marked a milestone as well, because it's been 1 year since Cecilia has come on board. Now, I've come a long way since I came clean to my parents about Cecilia. And look, and it's been exciting from there, getting tips on how to put makeup on, adjusting the lighting, coming up with some great costume ideas such as, of course, the Maid and the Winter project. But this is actually one of my best shoots that I've ever done, and there's no doubt about it. Of course, most of the projects are now on hold due to the live show, but once the live show is done, well, it's back to business. So I'll just, hopefully, we can get the Winter project finished up. And with that, that's going to wrap up this blog post. And in fact, if you're reading us on the blog, this video as well. Of course, as usual, there'll be new From the Exec videos if you're viewing this on the blog down below. And speaking of videos though, there won't be any new From the Exec episode next weekend. Why? Well, we're going to be in the final preparations for the live broadcast, and we're going to be really busy getting this show on the road. The last week before the show will be mainly test transmissions and final adjustments, and this requires a lot of time. Of course, with lighting, adjustments and dress rehearsal. But not to worry, there'll be a brand new episode on Monday the 23rd of April. Of course, shot either in barrel or here at night. And that will cover live reactions from the broadcast and so much more. I'm excited for the live show, and that extra week is going to help. So just a reminder guys, no From the Exec video next weekend. And with that, that's going to wrap up this show, and of course, we hope you've enjoyed it. Remember to check out the website, RJRTV.com, our official Facebook page, Twitter account, and our G Plus account as well. And these accounts will be used for the live show too. I have more information in a future video. But for now, we've got a lot of work to do. Got to put this video together, got to get the live show ready to go, and the final touches to be prepared. So until next time, everybody, this is RJ saying, stay sharp.